What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and there is a lot unfolding with our economy and Congress, and everything is circulating, as I've mentioned to you, around the midterm elections. That is going to be a huge determining factor as to what's going to be unfolding here. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. We've got some video footage to share with you. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, if you missed my last videos, you're going to want to check them out because we just heard from the Federal Reserve that pain for our economy is on the way. And I'll be sharing everything with you guys, but we're hearing that they're going to aggressively, they said forcefully, do whatever they need to do, use whatever tools necessary to get control of inflation, which means interest rates are going to be increasing, things are going to be slowing down with our economy, and they're saying this could hurt the jobs market, this could have negative impacts on our economy and assets. The stock market is already reacting, and we're hearing that real estate could be suffering here very soon as well. Now, in addition to that, we're hearing that this is likely going to be sparking a recession, which, if that unfolds, we're hearing that things are going to be pulling back. It's not going to be good for the economy, and recession stimulus checks, we're hearing, will very likely be needed as things are just totally off balance with our economy. Now, we will see, you guys. Now, in addition to that, it's all circulating around midterm elections. Democrats have been promising all this time that the stimulus provision promises of the past, that they would be coming back. However, when we're dealing with this inflationary environment, how are they going to be able to pull that off? And if executive actions, as I mentioned, for wiping out $10,000 of student loan debt is going to be challenged and overruled, what will that mean for other stimulus provisions? You guys, let me know your thoughts. There is a lot hanging in the balance right now. And as I mentioned, this is midterm election year. Democrats that are in full control of Congress, they're trying to stay in control, trying to convince voters to vote for them, you guys. And we will see, because we're hearing that the passage of that executive order for wiping out $10,000 of student loan debt, $300 billion of forgiveness, that helped Biden a ton. And we heard Republicans say that if Democrats can pull it off and their plan unfolds the way they want, that they will win in the midterm elections. But we will see. Now, wait till you see the video footage I've got for you, as we're hearing that Biden's approval ratings, they have cranked up. But if they are overruled on those executive orders for wiping out student loan debt, we could see those come down, and we could see that red wave we've been hearing about hit in these midterm elections, and they could take seats in the House and the Senate, and we could have a full Republican Party. Now, we will see. I will keep you up to date, but wait till you see the polls coming out, the video footage I've got for you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, also wanted to mention, we're approaching 10,000 people on www.reliefroadmap.com that have signed up to get access to the comprehensive list of all stimulus checks across the nation. A lot of people think there's just the federal checks. Not the case at all. There's states, cities, counties sending out literally billions upon billions of dollars in stimulus provision money packages, many cases checks, but they don't know who all is eligible. You have to apply in most cases, and if you don't, it's only available for a limited amount of time, and you totally miss out. And we're hearing about people missing out on money they were supposed to get all the time, you guys. And I want to make sure that does not happen to anybody here on this channel. So as you know, I'm assembling that comprehensive list. I actually have it ready. Finished it last night. After 3 nights of staying up past midnight, I got it ready just last night for you guys. And we're going to be releasing it very soon, just working out some final issues here with the website. Now, I'm going to be heading out of town today with my family to celebrate 16 years of marriage with my wife. But as soon as we get back, you guys, we're likely going to be having this ready for you. So stay tuned. If you haven't already and you want access to this, to know about everything, so that way you know you don't miss out on anything, be sure to go to www.reliefroadmap.com, add your email, let your friends and family know, because the main thing is that people don't even know what's available. Even if there's nothing that you're eligible for at this time, at least you can rest assured that you know of everything available and you're not missing out. So I just want to make that available for you guys. Keep an eye out for that soon. I'm going to shoot an email blast out for you, give you an update very soon. Sign up, www.reliefroadmap.com. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, before we do me a quick favor. If you appreciate the updates, keeping you up to speed on the economy, the announcements from the Federal Reserve, what's happening with stimulus, Congress, the economy, midterm elections, don't forget, smash that like button. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. I'll let you know everything going on. All you got to do is very quickly hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, and consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, where you can learn about growing wealth and personal finance. More content coming on that channel here very soon. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. Take a look at what the polls are saying and let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Biden and the Democrats, they're going to persevere, they're going to pass more stimulus, and they're going to win in these midterm elections? Or do you think that they're going to be overruled and Republicans are going to take control of Congress and we will see the end of Biden's agenda in his final 2 years in office? Let me know your thoughts, you guys. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that we have not seen the end of this. There's going to be a lot of things coming here very soon. I'll keep you up to date. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video footage.
Meanwhile, Emerson College released some new national polling just moments ago. In a potential 2024 rematch, President Biden holds a 1-point edge over former President Trump, leading 43 to 42%. That is a statistical tie. 8% plan to vote for someone else, and 6% are undecided. Since last month, Trump has lost a couple of points, while Biden has gained 3 points. All of that, though, within the margin of error. Congressional Republicans, meanwhile, hold on to a 1-point lead over congressional Democrats on the generic ballot, 45% to 44%. That is unchanged from July. And the poll finds President Biden with 42% job approval. 51% of Americans disapprove in this poll, reflecting a 2-point increase in the president's approval and a 2-point decrease in his disapproval since last month. Also, according to a Gallup poll released yesterday, 44% of American adults approve of the job Biden is doing as president. That's up from a record low of 38% in July. The increase driven largely by independent voters, whose approval rose from 31% last month to 40% now. The president gets the highest marks in his handling of the coronavirus crisis and the environment, while his lowest approval comes on issues like abortion and the economy. Something to keep in mind, President Obama also had a 44% approval rate at this point in his presidency. Democrats lost 63 House seats the following election in what President Obama called a shellacking. So, Mike Barnicle, when you look inside these new numbers, President Biden holding steady, ticking up in some polls over the last few months or so, but perhaps not as much as he or the White House would like, given the legislative accomplishments that they're putting forward recently.
Yeah, no, certainly not, Willie, but those numbers will probably change. My thing is just observationally, and Claire, I want to know if you feel the same thing. You're there at home, you go out every day, you go grocery shopping, stuff like that. The volatility in the electorate is extraordinary, at least to me. I haven't seen it this volatile, this changing rapidly in a long, long time. And I think a lot of it has to do with what we've all experienced over the past few months. Inflation, grocery stores, charging incredible prices for meat and potatoes and things like that. And then the gas prices up, down, and everything like that. What's your view on the volatility and the impact it's having on not only polling, but on the candidates themselves?
Well, I think volatility is a much bigger deal today than it's been in the past, just because things have gotten so intense and so emotional around not just Donald Trump and his effort to give the back of his hand to a free and fair election in this country, but also over the issues that have surged to the front of everyone's mind over the last several months, especially around abortion rights in this country. But I want to make sure we point something out about this polling. First of all, I loved it, Willie, that you talked about the independents and what's going on with the independent voter. For people who are in tough elections, whether it's a swing district in the House or whether it's in Pennsylvania or Wisconsin or Nevada or Arizona, those are the voters that we need to be talking about and focusing on. Enthusiasm in the base is important for turnout, but in terms of persuasion, pulling those independent voters out of these polls and looking what's going on with those independent voters is really way more important than what the overall top lines of the nation are, because those get skewed by very Republican areas and very Democratic areas. And as we know, presidents get elected and power goes to one party or the other in Congress based on what those swing voters do in November. And that's where we really need to focus. That's why I think it's really important to know that Biden's approval rating has ticked up with those important voters to the people who are now out there trying to raise money and win elections.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, that was a big jump, too, of 9 points among independents, and that's exactly the kind of voter that Tim Ryan's talking to in Ohio, John Fetterman in Pennsylvania, Arizona. You can go down the list of states where independents will be crucial statewide.
So there you have it, you guys. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, do you think that Republicans are going to be taking over, or do you think Democrats are going to be pulling this off? Now, we're awaiting these unfulfilled promises over a year and a half now. We had heard promises of $2,000 stimulus checks, Social Security increases, free childcare, free college tuition, child tax credits, all of these unfulfilled promises. And we're going to be seeing, because we've heard that they're coming back. Now, we will see, and I will keep you guys up to date. But you guys, that is the latest. It's storming outside. It's time for the weekend. Time for me and my family to hit the road. And thank you guys so much for joining me this Friday evening. I hope this reaches you well. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments. Share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's free. Why not? Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth, personal finance, and also, like I said, if you haven't already, add your email at www.reliefroadmap.com to get access to the comprehensive list of all stimulus checks, to get added to the wait list to get access, as we're going to have that ready for you here very soon, likely early next week, you guys. But with that being said, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. We're going to go out and celebrate 16 years of marriage. Have a blessed weekend. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.